Howdy! My judges, my jurors, and my non-binary executioners. It's me! Kreed. And today, I'm joined by the most... courtly. It's...
me.
Mako, do you like my doodle I made?
Wait, what?
The one that's showing on screen.
One sec. It's really good. What's she holding in her right hand?
The bottle.
Oh. But why didn't she set it down?
She needed something to grip in fear.
Oh. Why is she doing it standing up?
Because she's stupid, it's her first time. She got back alley E. She thought she had to buy it illegally, obviously. Anyways, it's Phoenix Pride Day. And you know what that means? That's right. Gay crime. It's been 40 years since we last played this.
Oh, it has been a fucking while.
It's been exactly 2 weeks since we last played this. That's a fortnight. Which is to say we only missed 1 day. And that's why playing a game only once a week is bad. She got between the counter estrogen. What do you mean between the counter?
What?
There's like, you can get things over the counter, or you can get things like not at the counter. The only thing that's between the counter is like magazines and candy bars usually. Tato munching on the mega estrogen pill that you modeled.
Ah, yes.
Any hoomst, doomst, doomst. Let me get the game on screen. And also, broadcast it to you. So Mako, I assume you remember exactly where we are in the game.
Oh, absolutely.
February 10th, 1:06 p.m. District Court, Courtroom Number 7.
Oh, fuck. Vocal warm-ups.
Is that a vocal warm-up? Mama say, mama sa, mama sa, mama say, mama sa, mama sa. Don't stop.
Let's continue where we left off, shall we?
Cause I'm having a good time, having a good time. In the sky like a rocket, by the long remedy. Anyways, I'm gonna drink alcohol.
Chat, we made mortgage.
So yeah, yesterday, Mako made mortgage. Today, I made sure that the house did not get condemned. So, honestly, I did more of the work. And today we had stir fry. Again. And so now I get to be drunk.
We want to try to figure out how to do Korean barbecue stuff at some point. Well, witness.
Yes. How can I help you, Mr. Judge?
Well, it seems that if we're to learn the truth, we'll need to hear your testimony.
Can you hear these testicles? I have no problem with that. But when you've seen what I have, sometimes the truth is better left unknown. Mako, did you want to try some of my chili lime alcohol?
Oh, absolutely. I'll be there in a second. I'm drawing a Twonk's hair real quick. In any case, let's hear your testimony. Tell us about the plan that was carried out that night.
I was just mentioning Gochujang earlier, wildcard. I want it. The plan. The whole plan began with my death.
Now I want to go all the way. I want to get some bulgogi or something like that. But the sauce is very important. I don't know what gochujang is.
It's the thing I mentioned. It's like a chili oil paste sauce.
Oh yeah, wait, yeah. You mentioned to me earlier, and I was like, yeah, that sounds like I'd like it.
Yeah, it's very popular at the moment.
Give us that.
It's a real flavor bomb. The whole plan began with my death. A stupid plan hatched by Morgan Fay to install her own daughter as the next master. But for it to work, Maya Fey would first have to die. The idea was for me to kill Maya and then have the blame pinned on Iris. The plan went wrong, but it seems to have succeeded anyway.
So that means
Wait a minute! Did you say the plan was to kill Maya Fey? Yes. You have a problem with that? Don't give us that nonsense! There's no way that—
Watch yourself, trite.
Lose yourself, Godot, in the music, the moment! You'd never ever let it go! You only got one chance, you can't blow opportunity comes within a lifetime, you bet.
You've got a problem. Solve it during cross-examination. That's one of my rules.
I'm gonna kill you.
Mr. Godot is correct. And by the way, that's one of my rules as well.
To kill Maya? Could it be true? Dude, I would kill for some spicy tuna bulgogi rice balls. The plan.
I don't like tuna.
Shut the fuck up!
Okay, I'm gonna come in and get the alcohol.
You were executed last month. Executed, if you will.
Wait,
yes.
are we just gonna...
I was hung.
Oh, right,
I was also hanged.
I remember where we were now, okay.
Okay, you're gonna come get the alcohol, or you're gonna interrupt me again?
I saw the line, you were executed last month, correct? And I was like, wait, that's the hell of a fucking line. What the hell, that's really good.
Don't stick! You can't double dip, you piece of fuck!
They were small sips, they weren't like dogs.
Okay, so as I was saying...
Chat, they're holding me by my jacket, and I don't know why.
Yes, I was hung. It wasn't exactly pleasant.
That's not what she said. That's not what
Her dick was huge and you know it!
Let go of my fucking jacket!
Nope!
Why are you doing this?
Mine! Why are you incapable of resolving this problem? I'm not even like gripping the jacket, my hand's just in the bucket!
There we go.
It took you that long to solve a problem that was like 2 steps!
Shut up.
I was hung by the neck, but I was still touching the ground, if you know what I mean. How did you manage to discuss the plan? When did you talk with Morgan Fay? Last year. She was transferred to the same detention center as me. Since I was on death row and she was my mother, it was actually pretty easy to meet with her.
I see. So that's when you discussed the plan?
You're wrong! Huh? Are you crazy? At first, that woman was planning to kill me as well. Even though I'm her own daughter. I mean, she was planning to kill you while you're on death row? Like, I feel like that's just, like, making a bigger issue than it already started with. Like, they're already planning, the state's planning to do it already. Chat, fun fact, did you know that, lethal injection is not what they say it is? Anyways. So lethal injection was an alternative to other more seen as inhumane or barbaric forms of execution. But turns out the first thing that they inject, which is the sort of painkiller, has a cap. It can only do so much, and so it does not actually stop you from feeling all of the pain. Because the next two drugs are, of course, excruciatingly painful. And so they don't actually make you not feel all of that. The second drug, which is a muscle relaxant, does paralyze you and prevent you from presenting the sensations of I'm in excruciating pain.
Oh god.
Yeah. It is effectively a torture before they die. Is
that like worse than just the guillotine?
Yeah, there are people who would like beg for the electric chair by comparison. Like the guillotine is more thing. A firing squad would probably be the most effective means of doing it.
Yeah, like why don't they just fucking shoot him?
Because it is less obscene in a sense. Injection,
it's really not. Like,
lethally injection. Exactly, lethal injection seems pacifistic. It seems like this is the gentle way out, when in fact the far more effective one is shoot them in the head, but that would require a person to stand there and pull the trigger, and they don't want that kind of look. Like, it's like... It's taken people minutes or hours to die from lethal injection. People, they've checked their lungs, like lungs of people who have died from lethal injection, and it like showed the signs of people struggling to breathe, which is not a good sign.
Jesus Christ. Has anyone ever like survived it and described it?
I feel like there has been at least one person who has made it through lethal injection for whatever reason. It wasn't effective enough to kill them. But like the reason why is because like they don't really want to test it. Because they kind of like doing it this way, where it's, you know, simple and clean, as they say, and they don't really care. Even though a bunch of, like, scientists have put, like, evidence of being like, this does not work the way you think it does, you should stop doing this.
Yeah. Everyone who's not a scientist is a fucking barbarian in this world, I swear to God.
Yeah. Anyways.
It's like you've got like a small group of smart people and then a fuck ton of monkeys.
And look, like, there's a lot of reasons to be against the death penalty, but when the current main method of it is excruciating torture where you're unable to move your body while you're in pain until you slowly expire, is not the right way to go about doing it. Like, I'm just against death penalty in general, but if you had to choose one, not fucking that one.
You might, like, honestly think you've gone to hell, if that's how you're dying. Like, do you go blind at some point before you die? Or, like, do you see the world around you the whole time? I mean, either way, like, I've heard so many trip reports of people saying they think they've gone to hell under various substances that, like, if that's how you're dying, I feel like you can't move your body. I feel like there's a lot of people who would be like, now your nightmare comes to life, you know?
Yeah. Like, it's just not a good option. And like, if your eyes are closed, maybe You'll think you're in hell because it's dark, but like, I would hate to see what it's like if they had their eyes open.
Missed a part.
Even though I'm her own daughter.
Jaden, what do you mean shot repeatedly to death?
What do you think a firing squad does? Oh yeah, the medical individuals are not involved in the process of lethal injection.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, they just sort of do it. They don't really, they don't really, like, understand what they are doing, more or less. It's stupid, and terrible, and bad, and the entire prison system is a terrible, terrible thing. Anyways.
Slaves.
All to make Pearl Fay the master of Crane. So,
to celebrate, because Avery's celebrating, and I don't want to not be drunk if they're so I got Avery. Do you remember how much this vodka cost? Was it $8?
Not a clue.
I think it was $8. This is 1.75 liters for $8 fucking. There's so much vodka in this bottle for the price, and it has like some Russian buildings on the front. It's called Taka, Taaka, and there's vodka, of course. And then you turn it around, and it says product of USA. So it's like pretending to be a Russian vodka, but it was just made here. I rung it up at the counter, and the guy said, "Best of the worst, huh?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm just curious. I just gotta know." And he said that like it's not any worse than any other vodka. Was he right? Let's find out. Orange shot.
Go on. She's a cold, twisted woman. She thought she could finally regain her lost honor. The honor she lost when her younger sister, Misty, took her place as the master.
It's vodka. It's painful.
Ever since that day, she's been working on this plan.
I don't think it's any more painful than other vodka.
Bring it in here! Bring it in! Bring it in! Come on, bring it in! Bring it in!
You need a shot glass too?
I don't need a shot glass. I'm not a fucking loser.
Okay, I don't want you to put your lips on the bottle.
I'm not putting my lips on the bottle!
Okay.
Oh, you're just enhancing. See? No. No.
Be gone! I added vodka to my malt beverage. That hurts! I banged my elbow! That hurts!
Did you just make your drink like way worse?
No, I banged my elbow into my chair.
Oh.
That's still drinkable. Man, I wish I had eggnog.
Get yourself some money and you can get some eggnog.
I don't have money! All my money's going to you!
Okay, I'm not actually making you pay every cent to me.
Every dime! Mako steals every nickel!
I will let you have... Chat, they owe me some...
After Mako gave me the money to pay the rent, he then sent me the fucking Better Call Saul, Gustavo Fring, "You belong to me," or something like that, or like, "You're mine," or whatever. Like, yeah, this is just it's fucked up.
Yeah, I was like, every penny you earn, that one, until... But no, I will let you have at least half of all the money you earn, and then like the other half, or less, maybe, will be like, "Hey, Avery, I want to buy this thing now, so I'm gonna need some of that money back."
I make 65 cents for every dollar Mako makes. It's fucked up.
What are you talking about? Did you think vodka all is made in Russia? No. I'm just saying that this one is pretending that it was.
Yeah, the bottle is stylized.
I wrote $10 on their tab, Jaden. It's added to the amount that they owe me.
Reminder that my commissions are open, and I will get around to drawing it within the next 6 to 7 business months.
Yeah.
I'll draw anything that's, you know, not illegal, immoral, unlawful, ungodly, inflammatory, libelous, slanderous, unchristian, un-Jewish, un-Islamic, un-Rastafarian, undertale.
Draw the Prophet Muhammad with a funny sombrero.
I'm not drawing the Prophet Muhammad. If you want to draw the Prophet Muhammad, you're free to. I'm not gonna cross that religious line.
If I actually felt like drawing a Muhammad, I would. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, we understand that you don't understand being courteous to other people.
No, I just don't respect, like, there's a lot of religions I just don't respect at all.
Yeah, that doesn't mean you're gonna be a dick to them about it. If a person, like, says, please don't shit on my floor, and you're like, I don't respect your opinions, do you just start taking a deuce there in the kitchen? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Okay, is the religion better or worse than Christianity?
It's a religion.
Okay, well, I don't know, man.
Like, just because a religion has a lot of bad faith actors inside
listen,
of it does not...
The instant a religion tells me I can't do something for their sake, and it's like I'm just
They're not
allowed
saying
to
you
draw
can't,
this
they're
character.
asking you to not do it.
Yeah, and like Christians wouldn't really want you to depict God. Like a lot of them wouldn't want you to like draw God and like pretend that's him. But like, are you gonna listen to that?
No, it's not a want to. It's like, you're allowed to depict God. The church has paid people to paint pictures of God before.
Oh, have they? I thought that was that always struck me as like being kind of sacrilegious, or at least that's how my mom raised me. I don't know.
Oh, I don't know the specifics. Like, I'm not saying you have to like abide everything. Like, you're allowed to eat pork in front of an Islamic person, but it's like a person's their religion is I'm not supposed to look at the face of Muhammad, and like so drawing it would be a violation of that, and basically it would basically be trying to get somebody to break the thing. It'd be like a person saying I'm a vegan, and they're like I'm gonna try to sneak as much meat into your food as possible. Like why would you do that? That's a dick move.
Okay, neither that or the thing Wildcard just said are comparable, because both of those things involve killing animals. I'm just like drawing a guy.
It's the idea. This is just like the fucking argument yesterday. Not yesterday, the other day. Like, the thing is vaguely comparable, and that's good enough.
Well, okay, like, the point remains the same for each, but like, I just don't... I don't know, I'd have to think about it. It matters
that much to them. Like, it's important to them. Like, I know it doesn't mean much. It is nothing to you to not draw it. And so, like, it matters a ton of them that it doesn't get drawn. So, like, is that complicated?
I don't know, it's just like...
Like, you would have to be going out of your way to be an asshole to do it.
Well, that's, like, I'm not doing it because I'm not gonna go out of my way to
actually,
like, draw him in a sombrero or whatever. I'm not gonna go out of my fucking way to be like, hey, like, shove it in the face of an Islamist or whatever, or Muslim. Is that what they call them?
Hi, John Doe. Did you just say an Islamist? You mean a Muslim?
Yeah, that's what they are.
An Islamist.
I mean, that's technically accurate.
Hey, you
right?
one of them Christians?
Yeah. Okay, yeah, no, if I was, like, going out of my way to, like, shove it in someone's face, and that's just, like, the edgy Reddit atheism thing.
Yeah, like, that's sort of my point, is, like, you can't just be like, I would draw, like, no! That just makes you a Reddit atheist!
Like, okay, if I have a stream titled Drawing the Prophet Muhammad, and then, like, a Muslim enters that stream, like, what do they expect to see at that point, you know? Like, that's all numb.
I would assume they would report you for religious insensitivity.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't respect religion enough. Like, again, I'm not gonna be an
Yeah,
asshole and
it's
shove
not
it in people's
respecting the
faces.
religion, it's respecting the people who follow the religion. You don't need to give a shit about the actual religion itself, but people deserve respect inherently.
Again, I just think it's whether or not you're going out of your way to shove it in their faces. Like, if I'm doing it minding my own business, more or less, then, like, I don't give a shit. But I'm not gonna shove it in their face, because that would be, like, an actual, like, serious asshole thing to do.
I'm glad that everybody in chat agrees with me. Anyways, read your line.
Flan. Oh.
You're talking about Pearl Fey, is that correct? Yes, though at first she had high hopes for the two of us.
You and your twin sister, Iris.
That's correct. Fortunately, neither of us had much spiritual power. That's why we were abandoned by her, along with our father.
Abandoned?
The only person I ever really cared about in life was myself. My sister was a nuisance, so I convinced my father to leave her at an old temple. You were like 1! How did you do that? You mean Iris? Yes, my father remarried a woman who also had a daughter. The less children you have, the more money there is to go around, right? On top of that, my father had absolutely no interest in children in general.
Horrible.
The really horrible one was that woman. That bitter, vengeful woman. It was her stubbornness that gave birth to that child, Pearl Fey. She was born with an abundance of spiritual power. Unfortunately for her, Pearl Fey had heaped all of her broken hopes and dreams on that poor child's back. All because of her pathetic dreams of having her bloodline become the main family. I do like this girl's attitude of, look, I might be a killer, but at least I'm not a petty bitch. I would have to die? But why? For our bloodline to succeed as the main family, thus making Pearl the new master, the remaining descendants of the current master had to be taken care of. The Pearls would never agree to a plan like that! She adores Maya! How sad. You still don't get it, do you? What Pearl wanted had nothing to do with it. Morgan didn't care one bit about Pearl. The only thing she cared about was the position of the master. That's all. That's ridiculous! She was willing to sacrifice anything and anyone to achieve her goal. The life of her daughter, and naturally, the life of Maya Fey as well. How could anyone do that? By being narcissistic sociopaths? The idea was for me to kill Maya and then have the blame pinned on Iris. You? You were gonna kill Maya? Pearl didn't need to know anything about it. All she had to do was follow the instructions in the letter and channel me. Then I would have simply used her body and finished the job. In any case, I'm already dead, and there's nothing any of you can do to me. This is sort of like, this is like a step from like the second game where we had like the actual like just like a hitman assassin on the line, like talking about like the murder that they did, but this time it's like we again have a person who aided and abetted in a murder and is a known murderer, but we can't do anything about it because they're not actually here. Just this time they're actually dead.
Is there another person who's also culpable in this crime?
Presumably. Given that the game would not make us do this, I would assume somebody had to have actually done it that was not, Dahlia. Dahlia probably aided and abetted in some way, but somebody else is, probably in play here. And it's possibly Iris. Olive oil!
So the plan was to blame the crime on your younger twin. One sister Iris of Halzakuro Temple.
I would fuck up some spinach right now. She and I look absolutely identical. No one can tell us apart. If someone were to witness me killing Maya, naturally, they would think it was Iris that had done it.
And the witness in this case was the head nun, Sister Bikini.
Spinach is, I don't know, I was gonna say overrated, but it might be underrated. I think spinach is just rated. Spinach is good. It is my preferred vegetable over lettuce. Like, if there's, like, at Subway, I will never get lettuce, but I will always get spinach on it because I prefer it. I like its texture and taste over lettuce. Lettuce is kind of boring to me. I never would have guessed she was going to return to the Hazakura Temple that night. But she wound up seeing Iris's crime anyway. Mako, stop being muted and stop being inflammatory in the chat. We have a game to play.
I was muted. Well, I didn't want to bring it up in voice again. I just want to, that's just, I don't know, Shaq brought it up, so I was just like, okay, this is all I'm going to say. Anyway.
Why did you want to pin the murder on Iris in the first place? She's your twin sister, isn't she?
Twin sister? Don't make me laugh. She's nothing but a backstabber. I couldn't care less about her. Backstabber? You just don't understand. You never will. Anyway. Plan went wrong, this needs to was good anyway. You think the plan was a success? You heard me, just as that woman had hoped. Maya Fey is dead. Now the title of Master will pass on to Pearl Fey. That's absurd! Maya's just... She's just trapped! Trapped inside the Sacred Cavern. Really? You're as foolishly optimistic as ever, aren't you, my darling Feeny? Do you want to know the truth? Ever since we met, I've despised you. Your sniveling naivete and your pathetic faith in other people. I just want to know one thing. The fuck is wrong with you? What did you personally think of Morgan Flay's plan?
Well, Jaden, I do hope someone believes in their belief system. I agree on that one.
I told you already, didn't I? It was a stupid plan. It had no point, no value other than fulfilling her own greedy desires. Yes, it was certainly nothing to be proud of. If that's how you feel, why did you help her carry it out? Why would you do it? Why would you kill Maya? Fuck you. You may not understand it, being the kind and gentle soul that you are. You may not be able to appreciate why someone like me would help a woman like that. So then tell me! Tell me why ain't nothing but a heartbreak! Tell me why ain't nothing but a mistake! Tell me why I'll never want to hear it! Isn't it obvious? I'm not like that woman. I only act in my own self-interest. The reason I helped her was... for myself. My own personal satisfaction. What'd you say? So this woman, Dahlia Hawthorne, she had her own reason for wanting Maya dead? Do you understand why I would kill Maya Fey now? What my goal was? Obviously, it's because you were helping Morgan Fey. Helping? Don't make me laugh. From the day I was born to the day I died, I never helped anyone. I lived for myself, and in the end, I died for myself. I thought that was obvious. She wasn't actually cooperating with Morgan. She was just using Morgan and her plan so she could accomplish her own goal. All I wanted to do was kill Maya Fey. That was the only way I could think to get revenge. Revenge? Because I have no choice but to present that piece of evidence. I can't believe it. She meant to kill Maya. Gotta keep a cool head, and I need to get more information out of her. It's the only way to understand the plan, and what she was after as well. I mean, my best guess is that she wanted to get back at Phoenix, but I'm trying to see. What would Dahlia Hawthorne gain from killing Maya Fey?
I have been spacing out for a long time.
Yeah.
Oh no, where are we?
We're trying to figure out why Dahlia was trying to kill Maya.
I'm gonna be honest, I think it's too late for me. I don't know if I have not been able to keep up with this case for a long time, and I don't think I'm going to be able to at this point, now that I don't know so much.
Okay, let me give you a quick recap. Just get a quick speed run. So, Morgan came up with a plan to make Pearl into the next master, because she's a kind of crazy mom bitch like that. You understand that part? The plan was to get her daughter to summon the spirit of the executed Dahlia, so that Dahlia can kill Maya, thus making Pearl the new inheritor to be the master. Pearl was apparently unable to do this. We don't know the specifics of it just yet, but presumably somebody is channeling Dahlia right now, and we're not entirely certain who.
Could this just be to get revenge on Phoenix?
That's what I was thinking as well. But, like, there's nothing I can immediately see that says Phoenix. It might be the attorney's badge. We don't have Phoenix as a person. Like, it might be the attorney's badge.
No. Well, I mean, maybe... Or maybe, like, is there something saying, like, this bitch died?
Not really, no. But anyways, so... we talk to Iris. Iris gives us a hat. That's the thing that occurs. They ring the Night's Out bell. Larry had sent a love letter to Iris being like, come to me by the Heavenly Hall, that shithole shack. But she never goes, obviously.
The shithole shack.
The murder, meanwhile, occurs across the bridge. Presumably Misty Faye is killed in that little garden area. Then, using the power of a giant pendulum underneath the bridge, they swing the body over the other side. Oh my god,
that shit is so stupid.
The other person manages to catch the body, the other twin of the two, presumably. and then brings it over to set up the body to look like it was killed with the sword, the Shitashido. And that's sort of the situation at hand. And we figured out that they needed a second person to be able to be in on the plan, and that's why Dahlia had to be a part of it, because we knew the letter basically said to summon them. But now we need to figure out, why would Dahlia help? Because she says she's a sociopathic narcissist. She does nothing that does not serve her own needs. And she does not have any, she did not have any intention to cooperate with Morgan Fay's plan for the sake of Morgan Fay's goals, because she thinks Morgan Fay is a greedy, vengeful piece of shit. So there was some self-empowering reason that Dahlia was trying to kill Maya. And the best guess is she's trying to get back at Phoenix. Let me save real quick, because obviously I don't have many slots. Present this badge. What are you doing? I'm not sure I find you. Shit your pants.
Shit yourself. You know that song, Express Yourself?
No. Yes.
Okay.
No.
Well, never mind.
Did she want to become the master? Because technically, she would be the eldest daughter of the family. Even though Pearl would also be there, presumably, like, There's also a chance the argument is it's just Iris. Like, maybe she was trying to get back at Iris because, as she stated, everybody would think it's Iris, and she just doesn't like Iris. Nope. It has to be more self-beneficial. In the previous cases, she did things out of money and evidence cover-up. So maybe it is just she wanted to be the master because then she'd have power, I guess. But she's dead, so like... Is it just that? No. Okay, I'm out of ideas. Mac will think of something.
Did you try attorney badge?
Yes. I need your off the wall, out of the box thinking to solve this one, Muck.
There's nothing that mentions Dahlia being dead.
We know
What
she's
about
dead.
her profile?
Everybody's daughter and Iris' twin sister. She was executed last month.
What if you do that one? Because she was executed and that's the reason.
No. Let me press this again and see if I can try to yean some information. Obviously, it's because you're helping Morgan Fay. Helping, don't make me laugh. From the day I was born to the day I died, I didn't help anyone. I lived for myself, and in the end, I died for myself. I thought that was obvious. Honestly, kind of a raw line, though. Not gonna lie. Honestly, kind of Sigma-coded. She wasn't actually part of Morgan. She was just using Morgan and her plan so she could accomplish her own goal. All I wanted to do was kill Maya Fey. That was the only way I could think to get revenge.
You're probably just gonna have to look through the evidence. Maybe there's an old newspaper or something about an event.
Oh! Oh! Not this one, the last. Is it Mia Fey? She's trying to get revenge because Mia Fey nearly got her, was the one who got her arrested. And so she wants to kill her sister.
Objection!
Could it be? Like, she doesn't, like, yeah, she hates Phoenix, but she doesn't give a shit about him. Like, he's a dumbass piece of shit who loves too many people, but was not the fucker who put them in jail on death row. That your actual goal had nothing to do with Maya Fey herself?
I thought he was for some reason. Forgot that was Mia.
As I said, none of you have the power to punish me anymore. Because I'm already dead. Well, I had the same problem, you see? You can't punish the dead, and you can't take revenge against them either.
So wait, did anything happen that actually proved that this isn't just Iris bullshitting us? I forget.
There is nothing proving it so far, other than the fact that we know somebody had to swing the body across the chasm, and somebody had to catch it, implying there was somebody on either side. The one sort of, like, issue that I see there is that the person who swung the like, it seems Iris did not know much information about what actually happened on that far side of the bridge, which implies that they were not there for it. Like, they were like, oh, it was dark, I couldn't see anything. They were against the wall, but they weren't. And then they wrote that thing, like, their information was very shoddy, which made it seem like that Iris must be the one who was on the temple side and not the inner temple side, like on the mainland. And so that would presume that, that Dahlia was on the other side. But that, again, further brings up the question of who is Dahlia possessing? Because Pearl mentioned explicitly that she tried to summon Dahlia and could not do it. And we know Pearl, I believe, was on that side during the time. Yeah, she was stuck on the mesa at the time. So if she was over there but she didn't do it, that rules her out. So the only other possible person is my guess, which is she is currently possessing Maya Fey.
There should be a question. There should be a thought bubble that says a question mark on my sprite at all times when we play this game.
I can do that real quick.
Wait, no, just have a blank thought bubble and then put a GIF of the dancing question mark inside of it. Like, honestly, you don't even have to edit the sprite. You can just, like, find a PNG of a thought bubble. Yeah, some Patrick Star shit. I actually also thought of Patrick Star. Check. I don't know, that would also be pretty good. I'll let Avery choose between dancing question mark and Patrick milk falling over gif. All the violets in the left hand. Set myself and get a neck on trick.
There's a ghost in my ghost. Ghost. But yeah, so I currently think Maya Fey is being possessed by Dahlia. Because it would make sense, because like Iris would have gone into the room, and then it would have made sense they swapped out, meaning Maya was the one inside of there. But like the question is like, how did she get in there? Unless somebody else put her in there. Perhaps locked her in some way.
I think I'm gonna buy like a pound of cheese next time, so we don't have to go grocery shopping quite as much. Because half a pound isn't that much. What I'm thinking of right now is cheese it. Hang on 1 second. I wonder what it's like to eat raw rice.
Crunchy.
That's not the Patrick one, but that is also good, I guess. Gonna be honest though, white liquid coming out of something that has a face is not usually appropriate. For this workplace environment.
I can't chroma key it out. That's fine. There we go. How's Phoenix dealing with his bitch ex-girlfriend on the stand? She's being a bitch.
You wanted to take revenge on someone?
You know, because Iris was able to immediately get that thing unlocked. Like, Iris immediately got the door unlocked by this logic, because then Dahlia was able to get out from being inside the cave. Which means that Iris was definitely the person who put the lock there, because then that's how she would have known how to get to the combination immediately. But, like, she acted as if it would take a while. If she was able to do it that quickly, do you think that she was trying to stop Dahlia? And so she, like, tried to trap Dahlia in the cave by putting the lock there? And then she went to go try to get Maya out of there, but then Dahlia was still there. I wonder if that was the situation, because she didn't want them to get killed in the earthquake. I was sentenced to die because of that woman. Mia Fey. I somehow knew this was it. I wanted to send her a message. It was at her hands that I suffered my first humiliation. I wanted her to feel the same pain she made me feel. Sadly, when I realized revenge was impossible, I gave up.
And the reason it wasn't possible was it perhaps because Mia Fey had already died?
Where do you play into all this, Godot? Like, cause, like, in the first game, when we got to the end, the trial sort of, like, it sort of revealed who Edgeworth was more, and we got more information from the last trials with him. And then with Francisca, we sort of learned more about who they are and why they're the way they are over the game. But you've managed to be a fucking mystery, even right now. Like, we know who you were, and we know who you are, but I have no idea how you got from point A to point B, and it's not been relevant to anything.
Yeah.
Yes, and I realized there's only one way to take revenge against the dead.
And how do you do that?
Even when the body dies, the spirit, the ego, it lives on forever. Do you believe in the collective consciousness?
Yeah, where the fuck does that spirit come from, huh? When does it form, huh? At what point in the embryonic development does the ego get created, huh?
Oh, that's very simple. See, there's a limited amount of egos possible, and we are steadily running out over time. It's not enough to worry about, but one day we will run out of possible consciousness, and everybody from that day forward will be a husk without actual sensibility of their own perspective.
Sure. But where do they come from? Who made them, and why do they only make so many?
Oh! Matter cannot be created or destroyed. There's a limit. There's only so much matter, so there's only so much consciousness. I wanted to take away that person that Mia Fey loved most. I wanted to kill her with my own hands. But you didn't kill her with your own hands, you killed her with somebody else's hands! That'd be the one and only way I could take my revenge against Mia Fey. Imagine if Mia Fey, like, possessing Pearl, just kicked open the door like, "You fucking bitch! I'll kill you!" That was the reason I helped out with that woman's plans. Just for that? For that you would kill Maya? That was no different than Morgan Fey!
As they say, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. What a cruel plan. Cruel, cold, and heartless.
Don't waste your time preaching to the dead. I've already told you, there's not a thing you can do to me.
Olive oil.
That night, at about 9:30 p.m., I materialized into this world. I quickly pinned my hair up, put on a demon warning hood. Then I picked up the staff that was left by my side and left Sakura Temple. So, it was Elise Daenim who channeled her after all. Wait. Okay. So, Elise channeled Dahlia. Huh? I mean, that makes sense, because, like, the only person who we know that the note was given from Morgan to Pearl, and that makes sense as to why she would try it. But, like, she obviously needed help reading, as we recall. And so it would make sense she would ask the really nice author person to help her read this letter so that she doesn't fuck it up. And so that would make sense why Misty Faye learned of the plan from the letter. Like, okay, they're trying to summon Dahlia. Okay, I will do this instead so that Pearl does not get involved.
Wait, is Dahlia like currently in someone's body, or is she?
Yeah, she has to be. She's channeled by somebody. And we know it can't be Elise because Elise is dead. We know Pearl tried and failed, and we know Pearl is still around. We know that Iris was outside of the jail and then was put into the jail afterwards, or presumably that's what occurred when they switched. We know that Bikini was on the other side of the landmass at that time. So there's very few people who could be Dahlia, who Dahlia could be inside of right now. And the only person who makes sense immediately to me is Maya Fey. But during that night, Elise channeled her, meaning that... How does that work? How does the victim channel Dahlia and wind up dead? In such a situation where she is murdered across the gorge and then transported back across to be impaled. Like, if I know it would make sense that, like, Dahlia would cross the bridge to go and try and kill Maya, because that's where she would be able to find Maya. But, like, why would she get killed in the process unless, like, Iris tried to kill her? Maybe. Or Pearl. That'd be funny. Interesting. That ridiculous head nun never noticed a thing. Aw, Jimmy. She left Maya Fey at the inner temple and wobbled back, clutching her poor old back.
What did you do then?
Your mom. That kid was easier to handle than I had hoped. I caught up with her in front of the stone lantern. Then I took out the dagger I got from the storeroom and... So then you're saying you stabbed Maya? It's strange, but... I don't have a clear memory of what happened after that.
What does that mean? No clear memory?
I don't know. I think I was stabbed. You were stabbed? At the last minute, Maya Fey must have stabbed me. I'm sure of it. It's not like her at all. Maya wouldn't stab a French fry with a plastic fork. She'd probably just tilt the plate into her mouth. Okay, so this actually honestly brings up a really interesting legal question, because it might not be at the outcome here, but... Okay, Mako. Somebody possesses me. Like, some serial killer possesses me. I go and try to murder you in the other room. You manage to turn the tides, and you kill me in the process. You technically were defending yourself against the serial killer. But an innocent bystander, me, still died. So what do you get? Who gets charged with what in this situation? Like that.
If you had no choice but to defend yourself, then I think...
Yeah, but you were defending yourself against the serial killer, not the innocent person.
Well, yeah,
the innocent person got killed in the process.
If you had, like, if it was either you self-defend or you die, then, like, it's not your fault that the person being possessed is dying.
That's fair. Like, I guess...
it's obviously unfair to that person, but, like, you can't, like...
I guess
you can't hold someone accountable for, like, choosing their own life over someone else's life, really, when they're not the one killing them.
I guess a relative question would be, like, if a serial killer was coming at you with the intent to kill you, and you, like, pulled out a gun and shot, and it shot through them and killed them, but the bullet kept going and hit an innocent pedestrian and killed them as well, who is accountable for that death? Presumably the killer, because the No. I think it'd be the killer, because the killer created the situation which resulted in happening.
Well, maybe
You were
like
you were acting in the
you could
moment to
have-
defend yourself.
But you had a moment, like you could have taken a moment to be more careful and make sure that you weren't shooting an innocent.
Yeah, but
civilian.
you can't. When you're in a situation where you are imminently about to be dead by a person about to stab you, there's like a reasonable gray area for how much care you can put into what's happening. If you are defending yourself, you're at the very least you'll not have a very long sentence. Like, because you were just trying to not die, and that's an entirely normal human instinct. Like, if you did that and killed like 40 people somehow, probably gonna be in jail for a bit regardless.
Like straight down the sidewalk, the bullet just keeps going.
You
after every
managed to
single
shoot at the
person.
tire of a bus and it like crashed or something.
Like just the bullet goes through like 40 people one by one.
You
and
pulled
every
out your
single-
40 caliber.
Every single one just has a sniper elite like internal body shot where it shows their like bones getting blasted apart in slow motion.
It's just like the most unfortunate series of like shots possible. Man, you really shouldn't have shot that fucking military grade sniper rifle ammunition out of your Zip 22.
You get a year for every testicle shot.
They should make a Zip 22 calibered for like sniper ammunition. Anyway, I suddenly lost consciousness. Before I did, I scrawled her name on the lantern. Just as I was passing out, I wrote Maya behind my back. I had hoped to cast suspicion on her. I can't believe she was thinking of that until the bitter end. That's where my memory temporarily stops.
It stops.
Chev, that's actually very easy to get it behind your back and upside down, because if your back is against something and you look down, the view is upside right against the rock, meaning writing the name in that way would be upside right from your perspective. It's weird, but that is just how that works. The sniper version of the Zip 22, the Zyper 22. I don't actually have any memory of actually killing Maya Fey with my own two hands. My very last memory was Maya's terror-filled eyes. When I woke up after that, I was in the sacred cavern surrounded by darkness.
You're in the sacred cavern.
Okay, so the person who stabbed Elise might actually be Iris. Because Iris stated, like, her duty is to protect the main family. And so if she saw, it wasn't even actually Elise, because it would have looked like her. It would have looked like her twin trying to attack Maya. It would make sense Iris would intervene and kill Dahlia to protect Maya Fey, and then try to hide the body inside the cavern. The issue is, like, where did Maya go from there? Because Maya would also logically be in the cavern. Did you read the line?
Yes.
The entrance was sealed with one of those trick locks. Somehow I had been trapped in there.
But how did you wind up in there?
I'd like to know that myself. Anyway, I was worried. I didn't know whether or not Maya Fey was dead. And I swore I wouldn't return to the underworld until I knew I'd killed her myself.
There goes your one tough cookie.
I wanted to get out of there and make sure she was dead. But I couldn't do it. I couldn't get out.
The trick lock stopped you, huh?
I didn't know how to remove it.
So then you're saying you actually confined against your will inside the sacred cavern?
Yeah, implying somebody had to have trapped her in there, which would make sense for Iris. Yes, I wanted to get rid of that annoying lock as soon as possible. But it wasn't easy. I kept getting interrupted while I was working on it. Interrupted? It was early in the morning, but someone came into the training room.
What? Who?
Could it have been Maya? I thought the same thing, but I couldn't see. Why not? If someone had spotted me, I would have lost my chance to take revenge. So I made sure to hide myself at the back of the Sacred Cavern. That morning, only 2 people could have gone to the training hall. Maya and Pearl. Okay, so it was Pearl. Pearl went there to cover up the hanging scroll and gravy. Still, I finally managed to remove the lock. But I was too late.
What do you mean by that?
The flies had already started to gather.
The bridge had been fixed and the police had started their investigation, correct?
Naturally, I couldn't go out. So instead, I returned to the cavern and put the lock back on myself. I realized I wouldn't get a chance to see Maya's corpse as I had hoped. But just then, Lady Luck showed up. Lady Luck? After that big earthquake, she showed up all by herself. The real Iris? She said she'd come to make sure the Sacred Cavern was alright. Stupid girl. I came out from the Sacred Cavern and got a feel for the situation. And I locked her away in my place. I had finally learned exactly what had happened. It was then that I learned that the plan had actually succeeded. What do you mean your plan had succeeded? I had misunderstood one thing, you see. That night, the one that had summoned me, I'd assumed that it was Pearl Faye. You're muted!
Why do you... I don't yell at you when you're muted. Why do you yell at me?
Stinky!
Well, of course you would have assumed that. It was written in the instructions.
But I was wrong. The person that actually called me Spirit back was... Misty Faye, the picture book author.
What?
Well, that's really the only possibility, isn't it? After I lost consciousness in the garden, it was her body that was left lying there. Maya Faye, I wasn't able to kill her with my own hands after all. But even so, I made her commit the most vile sin a human can commit. Piracy.
That is...
Mixing peas and carrots, and potato. Matricide. The sin of killing her own mother. Ugh. No way!
Wait, I'm confused. How did... Oh, because... Yeah, oh, I understand.
Order! Order in the court! What is the meaning of this?
More alcohol, please! It's true that I was the one who attacked Maya Faye. But even so, the murderer who actually snuffed out Misty Faye's life was none other than your darling little Maya. Ridiculous! That's nonsense! Are you sure about that? Just think about it. There's even evidence supporting these facts, isn't there? What? What do you mean? What is this so-called evidence? The fact that Maya Faye has disappeared is evidence enough, isn't it? Huh? The idea that she's still in the Sacred Cavern is just ridiculous. She wasn't able to escape from the Inner Temple, that much is obvious. In that case, there's only one place she could be.
Where?
Do I have to spell it out? The bottom of the Eagle River. Where else?
Eagle River?
Maya Fey killed her long-lost mother. Can you imagine the guilt she must have felt when she realized that? That's why she threw herself into the Eagle River. Most bodies that wind up in there are lost forever. So, what do you have to say now, Feeny? Ooh! Ah!
Oh my god, it's...
Oops. Sorry, that's my phone.
Whose theme is that?
His.
Oh, I see! The motherfucker's own theme as a ringtone.
And it's the entire song, too.
A ringtone that goes on for like 4 hours.
He's just letting it play to the whole chorus.
I like it.
Imagine this is the music you hear while calling someone, and you're just like in the waiting room. And it goes on for this fucking long.
What kind of ringtone is that?
Godot here. Okay. Thanks.
So, of note, this entire time, Francisco von Karma has been unlocking the locks at the inner temple still.
Was it something important?
I just finished removing the locks from the sacred cavern.
Yeah. That's great! What about Maya?
There was a woman in the cage.
Was it Miss Maya Fey?
It was Iris.
It was the accused, Sister Iris.
Huh? Don't look so surprised. I locked her in there yesterday. I just finished telling you that. You know, for how smart Dahlia seems to think that she is, the fact she has not figured out she's possessing the body of Maya Fey is a bit ridiculous. Who does she think she's possessing? The person she was possessing previously is dead. Everyone else is accounted for. So, what about Maya? Where is she?
There was no one else found inside the sacred cavern.
No, it can't be. I told you, didn't I? She's dead. No. No! Ooh, scram.
It seems that this case has come to an end. A tragic end.
To be fair, she would not be found guilty for murder. It was self-defense.
Sadly, it appears the killer of Elise Denim, also known as Misty Fey, was her own daughter, Maya Fey.
Yeah, but this does not account for the whole hiding, the obscuring the body thing. I guess.
Overcome with guilt for what she had done, Maya Fey jumps her death in the raging waters of the Eagle River.
Can't be.
Huh.
Swish.
right. You ever heard this one? Once you eliminate the impossible, whatever remains must be the truth. No matter how improbable it may seem.
Oh, what is that supposed to mean, Prosecutor Godot?
According to this witness, Maya Fey threw herself into the evil river. However, is that really the truth? Remember, this woman testified earlier that
Are we coming around with cool Godot? Is Godot gonna be a cool guy in the end?
the bridge was already on fire when the murder was taking place in the garden. Which means if Maya had thrown herself into the river, it must have been from the inner temple side near the bridge.
That would be rather difficult because there's like an entire stone ledge that goes across here. Like they can go this way, but like... Anyways, go on. That's right. That's where she jumped from.
But that's impossible. It's impossible to jump into the river from there. Don't get your panties all Don't get your panties all twisted up, right?
How'd you know I was wearing those?
Just relax and think through the whole thing again.
So it's impossible. Why couldn't have thrown herself in the Eagle River?
Well, Mr. Wright, Miss Hawthorne claims Miss Fey threw herself into the river from the inner temple side. Do you have any evidence that refutes this claim?
Yeah, the map that distinctly shows that there's a coastline here. Yeah, because there's a cliff face, so she couldn't go this way. But she would have to jump this way, or else go, like, all the way around. And we don't know what's over there, so... As far as we know, that's what the situation is. It's impossible to jump into the Eagle River from the inner temple side. No one knows that better than this bitness. What did you say? 11 years ago, you jumped into the very same river. Just take a look at this overhead map. As you can see, below the cliff on the inner temple side is a big rock shelf.
Oh, you're right.
Yes, that is my name. It's about time you learned it. She wouldn't have reached the river if she had jumped off there. What if she had mad jumps, though? Little did you know, trans girls can air dash. In other words, if she had jumped, she would be able to see her body. We would be able to see her body in this photo. Yeah, I guess, but unless she was, like, out of... I mean, yeah, somebody would have noticed if the body was on the rock shelf down there, I figure. But, like, still...
Huh. So you finally figured it out.
No!
Order!
A glass of water. You're just playing with me. Maya Fey's body is at the bottom of the Eagle River. There's nowhere else she could possibly be hiding. Miss Hawthorne.
Water, right?
No! Miss Hawthorne, have you ever heard this one before? Once you eliminate the impossible, whatever remains must be the truth. Yes, just a few minutes ago. Right, we were both there. You really are stupid. Maya Fey wasn't inside the Sacred Cavern. We now know that she didn't throw herself into the Eagle River.
Correct. That eliminates all the most likely possibilities.
Now, although it seems improbable, there's still one other place she could be.
What? What is this one possibility you're talking about?
That's obviously a bluff. So where's her dead body then? Finally, I think the pieces are falling into place. Normally, the living have no way to punish the dead. But I think there is a way to give Dahlia Hawthorne the ultimate punishment. Shall I tell you, Miss Hawthorne? Shall I tell you where Maya is this very instant? Maya Fey is in this very courtroom! There's only one possibility left. Namely, she's right here in this very courtroom. What?
My face here? You say she's in my courtroom?
Dahlia Hawthorne. I seem to recall that you said I had misunderstood one thing, you see. So what? But I think there's one more thing you misunderstood. What do you mean? Tell me something. At this very moment, who is channeling Dahlia Hawthorne? Well, why, that's obvious. It's Pearl Fey, that pathetic little sniveling runt. You're wrong. Pearl's tried, but she couldn't do it. I don't feel ashamed. All this the first time I did explain why I didn't help me. What happened all in a minute? Someone called me before Pearl did? But who? Pearl's even tried again on the day after the crime, but she couldn't do it. What could that mean? I think the truth is becoming clear to you right now. Am I correct? It wasn't Pearls that channeled you. There was someone who called you before she could. Maya Fey!
Detective Gumshoe.
Detective Gumshoe! This is an easy one. Pearls couldn't do it, and Misty Fey is gone. There's only one possibility left. Bikinis.
Come on already! I can't stand the tension!
Dahlia Hawthorne, the person channeling you right now must be Maya Fey! Larry Butts! What?
No, but how could this be? Remember what this witness Dahlia Hawthorne said about her goal?
She said that her goal was to kill Maya Fey, and then act like she don't know.
Yes, that's right. But if Maya channeled the spirit of someone that was trying to kill her...
Well, Gramps, what would happen?
Could it be?
It looks like you finally understand, Your Honor. Well, I don't. What are you going on about? What I'm going on about is the reason Maya channeled you. And there's only one reason. To protect herself from you. To protect herself from me? Yes. On the night of the crime, you were only interested in one thing. Killing Maya Fey. The path back to Sakura Temple was closed off and there was nowhere for her to run. So then the problem became, where would be the safest place to hide? You mean, that's where she channeled me? All this time, you thought you had been channeled by Pearls. That's why it never occurred to you that Maya's hiding place was you! No! No! Don't say that! You're saying that I, Dahlia Hawthorne, was played for a fool by that little whelp? I do kind of like that. Like, she just, from her perspective, she never saw Pearl, so like it would make sense because she always hid whenever Pearl showed up, so she would never know it was Pearls that was there. So like, she never realized that she could have killed Maya this entire time by committing suicide, but she never thought that was the case. And so she for like 2 days now had every opportunity to get what she wants and has failed because Maya was hiding as her body.
She should just immediately start punching her own face.
She would immediately be tackled by the bailiff. If they killed herself, isn't it obvious?
If you have to take a break at any point, I'm gonna make popcorn if you do, okay? Just so you know, it's okay if you have to piss, because if you do, I'll make popcorn.
Fine, go with your fucking popcorn!
No, I will wait until...
Go! Go! Go!
Okay, well, if you really want me to, okay. Okay, if you really feel, I'm offering to wait until we have a right back. But if you are telling me to do it, I guess I have to do it. Wait, how long do I put it? Is there a popcorn button on the microwave? I'll figure it out.
Go on, you motherfucker. Be right back, chat. Ah. Ah. Ah.
I want chat. I want milk.
Hi everybody, my name Mako Rays. I'm here skibbiting up on the ribbit-a-dum-bum-bum-bum-bum. And I'm now doing commissions for 2 cents. Yup, only 2 cents. You can have anything you want, any complexity, as many characters as you feel like. 2 cents an image. 3D model, 2 cents. Music, 2 cents. Writing, 2 cents. Okay, me Mako drawing on 10,000 canvas. Me Mako wonder where I keep my fucking stylus. Me Mako think that's garbage. Me Mako find stylus.
Alright, I've got chocolate milk with pumpkin spice whipped. They are drawing in Among Us.
You've been commissioned, so I'm doing it for you.
Oh, they send me money.
The commission was for 2 cents that they wanted a Among Us on a 10,000 by 10,000 canvas. So I've acquiesced the request.
Oh, can you get them out of here? I don't want them slurping from the trough. No, it's trough or trough.
I can't do it. You're doing it. They attacked.
Someone's a little bit.
I don't like knives. I don't like hand knives. What's your hair knife? Oh shit, you got mineral ice in here?
They keep biting the packaging of things, and I don't want them.
Yo, just for that. You're right there!
You are the one who left it open. Scaring the shit out of Kitten Nuggets. There's a movie doing worse than Morbius? You're muted.
Chat, what's the statute of limitations on an onion future?
What's Onion Future?
It's when you buy all of the onions in Chicago and try to sell them back to people. Some people realized you could do that, and then they did that, and then people were like, that should be illegal, and then they made it illegal. No, it would have been impossible for her to jump into the Eagle River. This was the only avenue of escape open to Maya. The only way that Maya could disappear from the inner temple.
I'm taking another shot.
I don't believe you. A stupid little girl like that, who has never been out in the real world, she could never have come up with a plan like that. Who could have ever given her such a brilliant idea? Well?
Oh god, it hurts. She said, "Me, of course."
Mia? I'm right! She did just show up being like, fuck you, bitch, I'll fucking kill you!
Also, I like how we're not doing the whole, like, oh yeah, Maya, she became smart and overcame her mental weaknesses to come up with super plans. Like, no, she was just told by her sister, as usual.
Well, yeah, because the sister's the smart one. Maya's dumb. Maya's really dumb. She's pretty fortunate in that she's almost, like, ubiquitously the person who gets us the clue that wins us the game, but she's also stupid as hell. Mia Fey.
It's been a long time, Dahlia Hawthorne.
I'll fucking kill you. Again.
So it's true. It was you.
Yes.
I can't wait for Mia to just be like, can you stop being such a cunt to Phoenix?
You're something else.
But what are you doing here? That hair. It's pearls, right?
Tell me something, Dahlia. I want you to think back to that night one more time. You just cornered Maya in the Inner Temple's garden. And then, in the final moments of the fight, you lost consciousness.
I was stabbed by Maya Fey.
Actually, Maya lost consciousness at the same time as you.
She did?
Not terribly surprising since she was about to be killed.
When she woke up, she was in the training hall. Prince and Maya decided she needed help, so she channeled me. She explained in a memo the situation she was in. She asked me what I thought she should do.
She did that? I can't believe it.
Of course, I didn't have all the details. But one thing was perfectly clear.
That was?
I knew that you couldn't be allowed to wander free.
Kreed, what do you mean?
It was a race against time, so I wrote down 2 things that Maya had to do. Channel Dahlia Hawthorne as soon as possible, and lock herself in the sacred cavern until help arrived.
There's Maya put that lock on there.
Yes, but why did you all know how to do those 2 things?
If she hadn't done it, Dahlia Hawthorne would have been channeled by someone else. By one Pearl Faye.
Pearls?
Yes, Pearl didn't properly understand the plan. So all she was trying to do was follow her mother, Morgan Faye's instructions. If she had succeeded in channeling Dahlia Hawthorne's spirit, things would have turned out very badly, to put it mildly.
So that's how it was. Dahlia Hawthorne would have used the body of Pearl Faye to kill Maya at all costs.
Yes, it certainly sounds like that was the intent all along.
How dare you? I won't forget this! I just admit it. Dahlia Hawthorne. Your little plan was nothing but a big failure.
Yes. Another failure to add to the pile of shame, wouldn't you say?
What do you mean by another? Think about it, Dahlia. Remember all your past crimes? Not a single one of them was a success. They all ended in failure. You are really bad at this. What? How dare you? 11 years ago, the fake kidnapping, your very first crime. Got our hands on a $2 million diamond, but when Sherpal's escape went to meet with Valerie Hawthorne, the truth was exposed. Shut your mouth, that wasn't my fault. It was because of that stupid oaf of a prisoner that that weakling of a policewoman. And then, 1 year later, you try to kill me. Well, I'm still alive, but go on to killing someone else. As a result, you were sentenced to death. It's one stupid move after another for you, but it's no longer funny. You, wipe that smug, happy-go-lucky smile off your face. And now this. You've messed up again. You let Maya Fey escape, even though she was right there in front of you. Mia Fey, Mia Fey! You spinster! I was supposed to kill Maya Fey like I swore I would! And if only I'd gotten rid of this smiley-haired jerk, guilty verdict, I would have been hanged to death!
True. But I think you finally understand, Dahlia Hawthorne. You will never defeat me.
What? What did you say?
Whether you're alive, dead, or somewhere in between, you will never defeat me. As long as I'm around, you're destined to lose for all of eternity.
I remember what you said earlier in the trial. You said there was no way we could punish you. because you were already dead. What about it? Then you said, even when the body dies, the spirit, the ego, it lives on, forever.
That's very true, Dahlia. And that's exactly the punishment you'll never be able to escape from. For all of eternity, you'll have to remain as Dahlia Hawthorne. A miserable, pathetic, weak creature who can never win at anything. That's actually so fucking hard, being like, your punishment is you have to be you.
Yeah, you have eternity to be the absolute failure of a person that you are. Fuck you, honest. So based.
Like, imagine committing a heinous act, but you're like just some fucking like miserable chud living in their mother's basement at age like fucking 45, like not paying rent, and the judge is just like, okay, yeah, you killed them. We're just gonna let you live your normal life because nothing could be worse than that. And for you, there is no escape from that. No hope of freedom. Since the day you were executed, the narrow bridge that once stretched out in front of you has burnt to a crisp.
You're wrong! It can't be! How can I listen to the likes of you? It no longer matters. I don't care whether you win or lose anymore. The only thing I want is for you to come out of Maya's body right now. Kinda hot. I'm not ready! Not ready to go!
And boss fight, I guess, I don't know. Would be funny if she just became like an endgame poltergeist that you had to defeat in combat.
Heck, sis? I'm fucking faded.
Now then.
Like, Nick, she was on, like, a lot of weed, and her tolerance was handling it. I'm not.
I assume you are the real Iris.
Yes, I was just rescued from the sacred cavern.
I must say you were good to the Anyways, it appears that everything has finally been cleared up. Mr. Godot, what happened to Dahlia Hawthorne?
If you ask me, Your Honor, it looks like she went back to the hell she came from.
I don't think we have jurisdiction now.
Seems that Misty Faye wasn't the only victim of this crime. Maya Faye, as well as the young Pearl Faye, were also victims of this wicked and selfless plan.
Yes, Your Honor.
The tragedy of Medium Valley has finally come to an end, it seems. That's right, this is the end of the game. None of you will ever figure out what the fuck happened to Godot. It would be best for everyone if further attempt was made to channel that spirit again.
Putting his spirit on a do not channel list. Your Honor?
Yes, what is it?
About this whole spirit medium thing, it's almost weird how comfortable you seem to be with the concept now.
Well, to be frank, my younger brother is quite judgmental. He often criticizes me for not studying hard enough. That's why I made a concerted effort to study up on the Kreed channeling technique.
Hey, isn't it the New Year's issue of Occult?
I've seen quite a few things in my many years on the bench. In all that time, I've finally learned this one thing. Each case is different and takes place in its own world, if you will. In order to fully understand that world, first we have to immerse ourselves in it completely. And that's where my brother and I used to differ.
He also made a lot of Chuck Norris jokes. Never thought of it that way.
At any rate, it's time to pass judgment in the case of Iris of Hazakura Temple.
Judge, as much as I want to end this case, I think you're forgetting something. Who actually stabbed Elise Dayanim? Because as Mia said, Maya passed out about the same time that Dahlia did. So who stabbed Misty?
Objection!
You're a little too fast with that gavel, Your Honor.
What do you mean by that, Mr. Godot?
This trial, it isn't over yet. That's what he means.
What?
Straight. Remember when this evil spirit said in her testimony?
Huh? Dolly's testimony?
Just as Dahlia Hawthorne was about to attack Maya, she was stabbed and killed by someone.
Yes, that's right.
The person that was ultimately killed was the spirit medium that channeled Dahlia. Elise Dayanim. No. Misty Faye. But who killed her?
We still don't know who did it.
This isn't over?
Unless someone else is found guilty, the accused is still on trial.
That's kind of stupid.
We can't let her walk until there's evidence that proves her innocence.
So she's guilty until proven innocent? That's fucked up. No way.
But this court isn't prepared for any further testimony.
The prosecution is ready to call our final witness.
Final witness?
This one will clear up the whole mystery. The mystery of who killed Misty Faye.
Indeed.
Is it really alright, Mr. Prosecutor?
Of course it's alright, Madam Attorney.
Very well then. Who is this final witness?
Huh. Isn't it obvious? There's one person who saw the whole event and will put the final dagger in this case.
So you saw the murder take place?
The very person who saw her mother killed in front of her own eyes.
You mean Maya? You can't! She can't testify for what she's been through!
We need to find the truth. The prosecution calls Maya Fey to the witness stand.
We're allowed to go to day 3, my friend!
Very well. At first, we'll take a brief recess. We'll have to wait for Miss Fey to recover before summoning her. Once we receive the doctor's permission, we'll proceed with the trial.
Hey, Trade. I've got something to say to you, so listen up.
What is it?
I don't think much of you as a lawyer. It's always the same with you. You somehow manage to just squeak by without even a faint understanding of the case. Some beautiful woman always seems to come dashing in at the last minute to save you.
You've got some nerve.
But that's not going to happen this time.
Sometimes it's beautiful men.
This time, you're going to have to do this by yourself.
That's enough. This court is now in recess.
I call dibs on the slide. February 10, 2:56 p.m. Yes, Coach Fanny Live #1. I'm truly sorry about everything. You were working so hard to defend me. But I was missing all day, and we didn't even have a chance to talk. He's right. When I met Iris at the training hall yesterday, they had already switched places, and Iris was inside the sacred cavern. I wanted to at least be in the defendant's box today to root you on. Sorry, my throat got kind of fucked up from that scream earlier. Well, it wasn't your fault. You were locked up this whole time. Something more important than that, though. I have to ask you. Why'd you help your sister out as much as you did? Huh? If you had tried to get help at the Sacred Cavern yesterday, you wouldn't have spent an entire day locked up in there. My sister. I felt sorry for her. She was abandoned by her mother and never got any love from her father either. Yes, but it was the same for you too, wasn't it? Yes, but at least I had Sister Bikini, who was like a mother to me. Oh, Jimmy, I'm actually a really good parent and great at raising people. Only Dahlia had come with me to Zakra Temple. I always loved her. Dahlia was always so smart, so strong. She never complained about a thing. That's why I promised her that I would help her. Talking about the fake kidnapping case 11 years ago? Yes, I wanted to be useful to her in some way. Aw, Jimmy, they call me Ace Attorney's best MILF! But, as usual, I was too cowardly. At the last minute, I ran away. Because of that. Only his stepsister, Valerie, ended up... That was the case that wounded Mia so badly. Things didn't end there, of course. Some people suspect that my sister was involved in the murder. Some people? You must mean... Yes, 2 defense attorneys. Mia Fey and Diego Armando. Front-facing Godot kind of fucked up. After poisoning Mr. Armando, who was getting too close to... Oh, he was the one who was poisoned! That makes sense! Dahlia even tried to kill the person who had unknowingly hid the poison for her. Ew. That's right. Iris, there's one more thing I have to ask of you. Yes, what is it? On the night of the murder, the person that cleaned up the corpse of the victim, Elise Dayanen, was it really you? Yes, it was me. That night, after I rang the lights out bell, I went back to my room. At around 10:30, I received a call on my cell phone. There's a problem. Come to the Inner Temple right away. I got on the snowmobile and headed for the Inner Temple, but the path to the Inner Temple was cut off, right? Exactly. We can't just leave the body here, so you've got to do this exactly as I say, got it? Because we don't know who this person is. It was me. I was the one that received the body. Somebody was on that phone line, but like we know that Dahlia disappeared at the moment of the stabbing and then reappeared at the inside of the cave. Maya was also knocked unconscious for at least a time being, unless she's the one who transported the body this way. But like the murder weapon had been left in her body so she wouldn't bleed too much. The staff that Mystic Elise always held. I knew it. So the actual murder weapon was the staff. Yes, that's right. I brought the body back to Zakro Temple in the snowmobile. But why? Why'd you alter the body? I didn't want anyone to know the staff was the murder weapon. I didn't want to leave anything that would lead back to Misty Fae. Dressed her in a robe and stabbed her with a Shishido. I wiped the blood off the staff's blade and left it next to her on the ground. Iris, just tell me one last thing. Tell me the name of the person that called your cell phone. The real killer. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. I can't do it. I can't say who did it. I see. The sword is inside. The actual weapon used to kill to murder the victim.
Vane?
Yes?
Just call you. They won't say you in his chambers. Here's some questions been down at Alton.
Alright. Well then, I'll see you later. There's something I want to tell you. Oh, okay. Something she wants to tell me.
This bitch is straight.
So it's true. Women can be straight. Iris cooperated with the real killer. Maybe from the very beginning.
A phoenix.
Maya! How is Maya doing?
Is it just me or does she look a little faded in this, right?
All of them are a little faded.
Physically, I'm not worried. She'll recover completely. But emotionally, she's been hurt very badly by this case.
I see. You know, I mean, she's learned who Elise Dayanen really was.
Yes. I went to the medical office and talked with her. I told her everything I knew.
But why?
Maya is stronger than you think. I knew she could take it. All of it.
What do you mean by that?
I want you to figure that answer out by yourself. trial's about to restart. The real killer. Do you know who it is yet?
Iris wouldn't tell me you called her, but still. Okay, so the only other person who was on that mesa at the time was Pearl. And we know Pearl wouldn't be able to do any of that. So the question is, who was Pearl channeling? It would have to be somebody who had the phone number. Losing both your sister and your mother in the span of a year is gotta be crazy. It wasn't in the span of a year, it was like 2 years. Interesting. No, we established that Pearl didn't channel, did not channel Dahlia. We did not establish that she channeled... Oh yeah, she did think that she lost her powers. Interesting. Okay, so here's an idea. Misty Faye was stabbed. But who stabbed her? She could have stabbed herself, but no, that she would have been, she was under the control of somebody else. Okay, so Pearl could have stabbed Misty Faye. That is pretty straightforward. That's the only other person who was around at the time. But that does not necessarily mean Misty Faye died immediately. Because Misty Faye could have hypothetically called Iris, and then instead of swinging a body over, she swung herself over the thing. Like, underneath the bridge. Which should honestly be arguably more believable than being able to pendulum a body without anyone like, actually being in control of it. I think that just maybe I know who it was. That night, the victim was killed in the garden of the Inner Temple. And the criminal wasn't just there by accident, which means that the killer knew of Dahlia's plan from the very beginning.
And one more thing. The victim was moved to the Alzheimer's Temple side by pendulum. In other words, the criminal couldn't cross the bridge. That means they were stuck on the Inner Temple side for almost an entire day. Exactly. So the culprit was someone that wasn't in Zakra Temple the following day. That's as much help as I can give you. The rest of the battle is yours to win. Or lose. Okay, I've got it. Thank you, Mia. Finally, it's almost time to bring this case to an end. What exactly did Maya see, anyway? And who was it that actually killed Misty Faye? Whoever it was, I have to prove it. Me. All by myself. All by myself.
You save your progress up to clear. I believe we can keep going. We've only been here for 2.5.
For a bit at least.
February 10th. 3:36 p.m. This is record quorum number 2. 7.
Now then, before we proceed any further, I'm going to announce the results of the tests I performed earlier.
Oh right, that was a thing! Tests?
Yes, tests. On the bloody dagger that was found stuck in the pine tree.
Oh yeah, that! Until I forgot about it.
That's the weapon that Maya Fey used when she caught the victim.
So what are the results? Was the victim's blood or...
Due to time constraints, the full test wasn't possible. However, there's one thing we can say with certainty. The blood that was on this dagger was not the victim's blood. That is all. Now then, let's restart this trial.
So it wasn't Misty's blood on the dagger. Who was bleeding? Whose was it? Dagger, found stuck in a pine tree in the inner temple garden. The blood does not match the victim's.
I'm sure both the defense and the prosecution know this, but this trial is rapidly coming to a close. Both sides will need to show some firm evidence of their claims.
I understand, Your Honor.
What I've heard. The witness is dangerously weak, physically speaking. So, let's finish this quickly.
Agreed.
Very well, please bring in the last witness.
It's Maya Fey! They got her brother back.
Witness, please tell us your name and profession.
My name is Maya Fey, and I like hamburgers. Maya Fey. My profession is, I'm the assistant manager at Wright & Co. Law Offices.
What do you manage?
Maya, I don't pay you for that title.
According to the magazine I have here, they all skilled medium of the Korean channeling technique.
I'm frightened. The Fae Clan, I don't want any more to do with it. Well, honestly, you have been on trial for murders related to members of like the Fae Clan bullshit in 3 games now. So like, I would be like, yeah, I give up. I do not take the title. Fuck it. I don't care who takes it. Oh, Maya. The pain the Fae bloodline causes must be unbearable.
Very well. Now then, Miss Faye. The event occurred. You were in the garden of the inner temple. And you witnessed the moment of Miss Elise Denham's murder. Is this correct?
I didn't see any.
Straighten up this instant, young lady.
I can't do that. I'm like really gay. Huh?
Pick your head up and speak clearly. There's always time for crying later.
I cry all the time. But
Your mother was killed right in front of your eyes. There's nothing you can do to change that fact. But there's something you can do. You can finish this. You've been watching the whole thing, right? You've seen the witnesses come out, and you've seen us squeeze the truth out of them. Now it's your turn. Let's hear your testimony. On the night of the crime, what exactly did you see happen?
Witness, if you please.
Yes, Your Honor. At the inner temple, I was passing through the garden on the way to a spare prep room when it happened. Suddenly, someone struck me over the head. I stumbled and ended up against the stone lantern. I think I screamed, "Help me?" Then something warm splashed over me. That's when I lost consciousness.
So you were struck in the head. I suppose it must have been the staff.
It's funny because,
Okay, Avery, I feel like we're just about at the end of the game, but also that the actual end is probably going to go on for a few hours. And I'm worried that if we keep going now, when we finally do end, it'll be like there'll only be like an hour of gameplay left. I feel like if we ended like right about now, it would be an equal stream for next week, if I had to guess. Also, I'm tired.
chat, vote now on your phones. Do we end the stream early?
It's not really early, it's been 3 hours.
It's been 2 hours and 32 minutes.
Oh. Stream forever. But I think we're gonna get to the point where it's like, oh, it's about to end. Oh, it's about to end. We keep going. Oh, it's about to end. And then we're here for like 6 hours. Like, I feel like we're at the point where that's probably gonna happen soon. Am I wrong?
Probably.
And I just don't have the energy to like finish this entire game tonight.
Alright, we can just save. We can save.
I'm so weak. If you want to do anything else tonight, I will be away for a little longer.
We could start up a second bonus stream.
If I would be down for some multiplayer stuff for a little while if that's what you wanted to do.
Yeah, okay. Anyways, that's gonna be enough Phoenix Wright. Sorry for people who thought it was gonna keep going, but honestly, I kind of also thought it was gonna end because it was like we were getting kind of close. But I guess there will be one more stream, bringing us to a total of 22 episodes. That's a full set of Major Arcana tarot cards. Yeah, I might see you in a little bit. Today's most loved viewer is gonna go to John Doe. John Doe gets the most loved viewer. They seem nifty. Remember to do and I will see you all on the next stream, which might be in a couple seconds, or it might be tomorrow, depending on if I explode within the next couple seconds. Good night.